Adam, let's kick things off here over in Florida. Of course, the big story from our last podcast was the fact that Florida was going to be getting back in the swing of things over there.
So we started with that, right? That Florida was going to be doing in-person sports betting by December. And we asked the question, okay, well then when does online sports betting start again? Because we know that what we had previously, as in 2 years ago, was the Hard Rock Bet app, which was at the time Hard Rock Sportsbook, available throughout the state of Florida, but only for a few weeks before a federal court case ultimately caused that to be taken down. Now, the federal court case has generally played out in the favor of the Seminole Tribe and of Hard Rock Digital, and so they felt comfortable relaunching, even though there is a state case that is now pending challenging the legality of Hard Rock Bet on different grounds than it was being challenged in the federal case. So, what did we see? As of Tuesday morning, Hard Rock Bet went live again in Florida. So the app became available for people who had previously registered, for who had previously bet with Hard Rock Bet. You would be able to turn your app back on again and be able to wager legally anywhere within the state of Florida. Now, the trick to that is,
but not you, Calvin Ridley. Not you, Calvin Ridley. Don't not you, Calvin Ridley. You don't do
no.
Like, yes,
even,
yeah.
It's a little. even though Jameson Williams is back on the field, like it's a different story.
Not you, Jameson. Calvin, you guys, not you, but everyone else. Yes, everyone else.
No, sorry, boys. But the Florida situation is such that if you want to wager with Hard Rock Bet, but you didn't have the app previously and you hadn't placed a wager previously, well, they have it set up now to where you have to go to a Hard Rock casino in Florida. You have to sign up for the loyalty program. You have to play at least enough to earn 1 point in the loyalty system, and then you'll be placed on a wait list. And what we've heard is that the wait list is not that long, that they're just kind of verifying folks and getting them processed. But the point of the matter is that's different than what it was initially, right? We did not initially have people having to go and register in person. But that's not really the story here, because the story is just about as soon as Hard Rock Bet relaunched, here came Wes Flagler Associates, once again challenging this in court, this time at the state level, asking essentially for an emergency stop to sports betting in Florida because they say that the in-person launch was essentially a distraction to be able to go ahead and do what was their ultimate goal, which is to relaunch the Florida sports betting product online while it is still legally questionable. Of course, Wes Flagler argues now at the state level that Florida sports betting was not authorized to the way that it was supposed to be authorized, which is to go to the ballot and have voters vote on it, as opposed to have it be negotiated through the compact between the Seminole Tribe and Governor Ron DeSantis. Look, you could spend plenty of time over at LegalSportsReport.com reading the work that we've done, talking about the legal challenges at the federal level, the legal challenges at the state level. The story as it is right now is that, once again, for the second time, the Hard Rock Bet app is live in Florida. There is a way for people to wager legally in Florida as of right now. How long that will last, we don't necessarily know, because we once again have a live challenge, this time, as we mentioned, at the state level. But for now, there is a legal way to bet online in Florida.
Yeah, the in-person angle we know all too well, Adam, of the having to register and do all of that online. We know how that works because that is still the Nevada archaic way of doing things. And, listen, over there in Florida, for all of the guys that were previously betting and all that, I do wonder, and, maybe we'll get some stats on this, Adam, down the line, and maybe not, because maybe this gets shut down again. But I do wonder what the reactivation process is for someone who's had a dormant account for 2 years, right? Like, what is the reactivation percentage of people who go, oh, all right, it's only been 2 years, but let me hop right back into this or whatever. It's going to be, I'm sure they strategized about this a ton and tried to figure out what they thought was optimal, but we know how hard it is to acquire a customer in the first place. And when you gave them a taste and then you took it away for 2 years, I wonder how many people are eager to kind of jump back in.
I'm sure there will be people who have had the app and hear that it's legal again and say, sure, I've still got some money in that account. I'll give it a shot. We know that also This is eventually plans for this to be a Hard Rock Bet app that is all inclusive, right? That's why it was changed from Hard Rock Sportsbook to Hard Rock Bet to eventually be able to offer online gaming as well. So I think the interesting part here is going to be, Matt, what you said, the idea that if you had the opportunity to be activated as an online sports betting customer, just period, an online sports betting customer, did you get that taste in Florida from Hard Rock Bet? And then did you go download Bovada? Did you go download Bet Online? Did you just say, "Oh, well, I'm just going to go do something else"? Now that I know I can bet online in Florida, it's been made aware to me. Now I can go find some other product that, of course, is not actually legal but is available. And so, are they going to come back? Who knows? I still think that there will be plenty of people who never got in the first place within that very short window that it was available back 2 years ago, and there'll be plenty of people to be activated outside of that group. So we'll see in the long run. And again, we know that this challenge from West Flagler will probably be ruled on in the next few days as to whether or not it gets to stay live right now.
We're rooting for you out there, Florida people. We're hoping you get to stay in the legal market and not having to get pushed back to your online stuff offshore and or your local bookie down the street. So
good luck, Florida man and Florida woman.
Yeah. Yes, we are hoping here.